Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Red Sea podcast. This is Dennis, as usual, coming to you from a very weird weather in Greece. And as I told you all yesterday, this is the first of two shows today. I told you all I'd be joined by my amazing girlfriend. Hello, my love, how are you?
Hello, my love. Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here again. And let's talk
Eh,
some football.
yeah, good morning to you as well. I hope you all have your coffees, whether you're listening now or after. I have my coffee. And yeah, as we've done before, we look at the two sides of this game, a game that may be typical given the aggregate score, but in a morality standpoint, it's important in more ways than one, dare I say. Of course, you all know that I love showing both sides of games, no matter the team. So I leave the floor up to you. What are your first thoughts coming in, losing with such a large deficit?
I mean, it's not the first time that I lose with that heavy of a score. What is it now, the third time? Is it the third time that we have conceded 6 goals from Olympiacos? The third, yes, okay. um, I mean, if you see from a morality standpoint, I think the match is way more important for AEK than for Olympiacos. I mean, AEK needs the victory more than anything. I mean, after that 6-0 loss, um, the morality of the club is below zero. I don't know why. Nothing works. Nothing can work. So they really need this victory, even if it's a 1-0 victory, so they can get their confidence up. I don't think it's a game for, okay, let's go and win 6-0 or 7-0 and win. That's near impossible. That's worse than Barcelona's remontada. Um, so I think it's mostly so the players, the coach, the fans, everyone can believe in the team again because right now the situation is a bit iffy, if I may say. And I think you can see that as well. So we'll see. It's very important for how the playoffs will move on as well because we'll meet again. We'll play 2 matches again. We can't go into these 2 matches and think, oh my god, like we have conceded 11 goals and however many goals we might concede today, and we have scored one. That's insane. You don't know how to approach this kind of matches where you've clearly been, how can I say it, spanked by the opponent. You need the confidence, and today is the day they can get this confidence, and they need it more than anything. What do you think about it?
And surely, because wise, it's not that much that the game is meaningful mentality wise as a general performance. But as I pointed out yesterday, it's a huge chance, by the way, for those of you that didn't catch the recap of the Youth League loss yesterday, please do go and check that out. It's a huge chance, perhaps the biggest, most pressure free chance for a lot of people to pick up pace in a very crucial part of the season because if this isn't the finish line, I don't know what is. It's a chance for the kids like Alafakis, like Lawless, to get some much needed first team experience because they are expected to be part of the first team summer onwards. It's a chance for people like Stamenic, like Velde, to show something now in the very crucial final stretch of games that we do need them. It's a chance for Ayub to get back in form as he is returning after, I think it's been more than a month with the break. Uh, and yeah, it's a different type of importance for sure, but it's still important nonetheless. Of course, the approach is gonna be way different as well. Also, if I sound very weird at some points, both now and later, apologies, I am a bit sick. Uh, so, yeah, it's gonna be a very different approach going into the game as well, given how it's a much different viewpoint, as I said, from both sides. So it will be very interesting to see how attacking both teams will be. Of course, I can't really speak for Ike, that's going to be up to you. But speaking from us and Mendy Ball, of course, I don't think Mendilibar is going to sit back and just pass the ball around. I think that he's going to urge players to be confident, to attack, to get the score even more up, to get some mentality goals like an LKB, like a Velde, to take initiative and to show that they can finish this season out like they need to. What do you think Ike is gonna do more or less at least?
I mean, if you think about it, Almeida tried to go against his way of playing, like the match we saw at near Philadelphia, the last match, where Ike had a very weird starting 11, given it was a what can I call that? A 3-5-1? Don't know, a 3-5-1. Yes, you can call that.
We're talking about the 1-0 with Chiquinho, right?
The yes, that weird starting 11 where it was very defensive. That is against Almeida's play style. He never plays like that. Like I think that he has played like that one more time at his first or second game with us, like in the very start. So that didn't work as we all saw because Ike didn't attack at all. Ike didn't have a chance to create a goal that was much needed. So I don't think he'll go like that again. I think he'll go back to his attacking play style, maybe a 4-2-3-1, maybe, as we are used to seeing. He won't leave it. He knows how much he needs the victory, the players need the victory, the club needs the victory, everyone needs a victory. Like it doesn't matter if we go through to the cup final. I think that's the least of their thoughts. I think they just need to win. They want to win. They need it for their mentality. They need it for everything. They need it to for the next day because I think it's very clear that Ike has an issue. If that issue is the players, the coach, the the board, nobody knows, but there is an issue, and they're trying to figure that out. They need to go with a clear state of mind, no hard feelings, no strong emotions. So I think they need the victory to clear out the path. So I think they will go all in for it. No sitting back, all in. That's my opinion.
So a whole different approach, as I am understanding, to not necessarily the first leg, but as you said, the last league game. I don't think, again, different reasoning, but I don't think it will be much different on our end. Of course, Mendilibar has never let up a game, whether he's losing, whether he's winning, and he's not gonna let up now. He's gonna go for an emphatic victory, I feel like, with a mix of, as I said, strengthening my previous point of giving people a chance, giving people that haven't really played a chance, for example, getting Alafakis his debut, And I don't think it's necessarily going to be all out because we need to manage both people coming back and the injuries that we are already facing with, of course, Panos Retos and Francisco Ortega being even a doubt for Sunday against PAOK. But I feel like Mendy has the the closing of the season in his mind, and I feel like he will do the best that he can to both manage a needed victory today and no unnecessary stress in what is already considered by almost all the game and the rest. If I'm not mistaken, it's a game today, it's the final, and then it's five more games. So the seven games that remain in the season. It's certainly a whole different way of thinking when you have the pre-season in mind, what that entails for Europe and stuff. But I think that just like most fans, Mendilibar likes to take it game by game, and I feel like that's what he's gonna do today as well. Speaking of the issues at Ike, do you wanna go into what your 11 may be, or the rumors we were talking about a bit earlier?
You cut off a bit. What did you say after the 11?
Do you wanna go into the 11 that we talked about, or the rumors that you told me earlier?
Okay, let's be. I mean, the 11 is mostly said at the end of the show, so let's go into these very interesting rumors that I heard before. Should I do the honors and say it? I mean,
I'm not doing it.
okay. So we haven't seen many reports about that, but I'll say some bad tongues. Let's say it. Some people try to spread a bit of comfort and chaos in general. So they are saying that a very known coach to Olympiacos, Pedro Martins, is rumored to be AEK's next coach after Matias Almeida leaves the club. Again, this hasn't been said a lot. This hasn't been said by many trustful sources, but I'm just putting it out there that there is a chance that we might see Martins back in Greece, but this time for AEK. And I am very, very curious how you feel about that.
I told you before we started when we talked about it earlier today. I'll say it publicly as well. I'm pretty sure it's bullshit because it's been heard before, both for you and for Olympiacos. I don't think that Pedro would come back for another team. Pedro, of course, a very divisive figure in opinions, especially with how his Olympiacos tenure ended. But say that the 1% of the rumors happens and it ends up being true that Almeida leaves for Monterrey and Pedro comes in to replace him. It's gonna be the funniest fucking. I would love to sit here and say that uh, could bother me, but it really wouldn't because I don't think that Pedro will ever have as successful of a tenure that he did here, even in his most successful year, which was, of course, the year of that historic victory against Arsenal and, in general, that 2 year period where we both were winning league titles and playing some good football, unlike the last 2 years of his tenure here. Honestly, don't know, it's both a very weird and a very funny rumor, in my opinion. But we'll see. It will certainly spark a domino that can be the very severe end of a rope, either end of a rope, whether that's very good and a certain and a trustful plan comes out of it for you, or whether that's very bad and your club gets sent into an even worse spiral. We'll see. We'll honestly see. I don't know. I don't necessarily think it will bother anyone. I just think it's more of a funny side of view on the Olympiacos end, at least. We'll see.
Well, I have to say that I don't know, no bad feelings towards Pedro or the Olympiacos fans that like Pedro. I don't really want him in my club. I don't think that his way of planning and his way of playing football will work for my club necessarily. I saw him as a coach all his years in Olympiacos. He is a good coach. I don't think he's an update for one from what we have, an upgrade from what we have now. I think we should go for something better if it is to let Almeida go. So yes, I don't really want him, to be honest. If it is for Almeida to leave, if you ask me if I want Almeida to leave, I'll answer you that I don't know. I don't
Someone
know.
calling you?
No, why? All
I don't
good?
know if you can hear me. Keep
I
my
can.
people entertained. I'll be back.
Alright. So as I was saying, I really don't know if Almeida should leave. That is not my thing to determine, and we also have a lot of other issues, board issues, issues with the fans and the board. So yes, I think that how the season ends will determine if Almeida stays. But for now, what it is to count is the game that we have today, the game that must be won, because everyone needs this victory, from the board to the fans to the players to the coach, everyone. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. There are some rumors about Mancini, the coach that won the Euro with Italy, of coming to AEK. Again, not a very sure scenario that it will work out, but there is a chance it might happen. We don't know. All of this is for after the season ends. Right now, we have the match that is now, and after that, we'll see if we laugh our asses off if comes to Ike, if Ike lets Almeida go, or if Almeida will stay. Okay, I'm alone. Okay, or if Almeida will stay and rebrand and continue his journey with Ike. So yes, now that I'm alone, I don't really know what to say. Okay. My boyfriend is back.
I'll fix my audio and I'll be right back.
Okay. Back to talking I go. What else is there to say? I think that Almeida today will go for a tiny bit of rotation. I don't think like we'll see the same starting 11 we saw with Pauk, which again, the game with Pauk was a very rough strike for Ajax mentality. I think we'll see some changes. I think we'll see slight rotation, not a lot, because as I said, the victory is very needed. But yes, and then he has the derby with Panathinaikos as well, at Oaka Stadium, which is very vital for the second place and for the Champions League exit, which both Pana and AEK fight for it. They need the money. They need Europe. AEK especially needs Europe because after the stint at the Europa League with the Brighton victory, they have done nothing. The fans need Europe. The organization as a whole needs Europe. And we just need to go out there and show the club, show what we have, maybe sell some players, but this will happen this summer as well. So, yes, a lot of things on the table, a lot of things the board, the coach, the players need to manage, but all this needs to happen so I can get out of this rough patch that is going on right now and I don't know, see some light in our days. These are very hard times we're going through. We've been through wars, but yeah, it's rough. My boyfriend is back again.
I am struggling. I don't know if you can even hear me.
I can.
Yeah. I am trying to be back.
I've been yapping for a while. I've been yapping for a while. I don't know what I'm
As you
saying.
should, keeping my people entertained. I've tried to be back, as I said. And yeah, this came in.
Is it the jersey?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So what were you talking about? What were you saying?
Well, what wasn't I talking about? I talked about the whole thing with Almeida and the board, where there's not really trust between the fans and the board and the coach as well. The rumors about Mancini. What else? That I think there will be slight rotation today. We have the derby with Pana as well, which is important for the Champions League exit. That's what I talked about, more or less.
So in general, the stuff that's been surrounding AEK, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How can you hear me now? Just out of curiosity.
I can hear you well.
Hmm?
I can hear you well.
Oh yeah, I'm glad. It's just the usual StreamYard issues that my headphones can't connect. So it's
fine.
gonna be improvisation for a bit. So yeah, I'm sure that you covered off everything perfectly. And what are your general thoughts into what the game more or less entails?
I pray and hope to the heavens above that we win. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope we win somehow. I don't know. I don't care. I'll accept a scrappy 1-0 victory. I really don't care about this right now. I just know that they need the victory. They need to get the victory somehow, even if it's a scrappy 1-0 with a penalty. I don't mind that. My thoughts are that my thing is that AEK needs to play good defense. The 4-1 game, the 6-0 game, both of these games had bad defense and many issues with the center backs. So I think that they need to focus on that. Keep a straight line, be focused, work your things. And I also think that we need speed from our wingers. We need wingers that can run. We need Eliasson in. We need Pineda in for what is the word? Για τη δημιουργία. For creativity.
Yeah, creativity. You
Pineda and Johnson in for creativity. But I don't think we'll have all those things in this starting 11. I'll talk about the starting 11 after, but I'll just say what I think is needed, not what will happen. That's all. What are your thoughts about the game? You haven't unmuted yourself.
I was muted, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think your point of view is more than understandable. It's, as I said, it's honestly a tale of two completely different stories. I think that's the main point we can all keep from this. I honestly think that if Mendilibar just keeps his way of playing, will be more than fine. Have you said your score prediction or not yet?
Not yet, but I also want to say that I don't want to lose to 10-0 aggregate. Like, I need to not be completely humiliated. Like, if I
Yeah, of
lose,
course.
I want to lose like a 0-1, 0-2. That's all. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing more. I won't stand nothing more. The club won't stand nothing more.
Yeah, I feel like there will be an absolute implosion if something else happens. Uh,
Yeah, because it's been rough. I mean, if you've heard, there are a lot of fans that say that they won't go to the stadium, that tell other people not to go to the stadium. This is insane to do because I've told you a lot of times, people know as well if they have seen a bit of Ike has been homeless without a home ground for 20 years. And now that we have a home ground, now that the team the team has a coach, the team have some players, they play in the first league, they had played in the third division and people were filling up the stadiums. Now that we are in the first division, we have a coach that won us the W. We have some players that are W winners on our squad as well. We won't go and support them. I know there is a rough patch. There always been rough patches in Ajax history. So saying you won't go to the stadium and won't support the team, not the players, not the coach, not the board, the team is insane to me. Completely lunatic. I don't know.
it's that Greek fan mentality that I keep talking about. It's everywhere. It's in every club, and honestly, it is insane. It's more than insane. It's stupid to not go and support the club you love because of a rough patch or because of a specific person or anything like that. Uh,
Yes, of
and
course it's
honestly, whoever
crazy.
does it doesn't really understand uh, what it truly means. I feel like at
No,
least.
no, they don't understand the ideology. But it's insane. Like you've been to the third division, you've been without a stadium, and now that you have a stadium, you don't wanna go?
Yeah, it's honestly double standard. It's really unbelievable sometimes.
It's the
Um,
short-term memory of the Greek fans.
yeah, exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Do you want to cover off anything more specific before we get into predictions?
No, I think I'll just go to the score, and then we'll say the 11s we think that we'll see today.
Yeah,
I
drop
think,
your score
yes, the
prediction
prediction.
while I fix something so I can be hearing you better, just in case.
Okay, okay. Maybe I don't speak loudly enough. It's not that. Okay, I continue with my score prediction. I think, well, I think, I think that today will be a draw. I see like a 1-1 or a 0-0. I want a victory. I want, if we talk realistically, a 1-0 victory would be ideal. And that is what I hope for and what I say will happen, even though I think a draw is very possible. But yes, my prediction will be 1-0 for Ike to win today and get some mentality back up, some hope back up. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. 1-0.
I doubt it will be that close. I have a completely different idea on how the game
The
will go.
only way it won't be close is if Olympiacos wins, and I don't want to think about that scenario. My club doesn't need that scenario right now.
Yeah, of course I get that from your point of view, but I honestly think it will be like 1-3, probably. I think that Mendy won't just, as I said earlier, I think that Mendy won't just leave the game be, and I think he will gun for victory for more than one reason.
Αν έρθει 1-3 θα πηδήξω. I'm
Hmm?
not doing it. Αν έρθει 1-3 θα πηδήξω.
No, no,
Not
no, no,
doing
no,
it.
no, no, no.
Look, I'll tell you my way of thought. I think that AEK will get an early goal. All right, they will get an early goal, and then they will close off in the back, and they'll consider another goal because the park the bus method never works. So yes, that is what I think. But I want a 1-0 victory. So that's what I'm saying. Hope dies last.
But do you think that if I go in and get an early goal, like you said, do you think that you'll hold on?
No. That's why I said that if we score early, it will probably end up a draw because they will close off behind. The only way for AEK to win 1-0 is if they get the goal in the last quarter of time. That's the only way.
Yeah, that's more or less why I'm debating that it will probably be like a 1-3. Because I do think that you'll score. I do think that you'll get a goal.
No, not the 1-3.
I do think that you'll get a goal, but I also think that with Ayub's return, with your sometimes chaotic performances at the back, with no goalkeeper mentality from either of your goalkeepers, I do think that.
Yeah, the goalie problem is weird.
Hmm?
The goalie problem is weird. It is
I
weird.
know.
It is chaos.
I understand also before July. But yeah, I do think that I'll say my scorers as well. I've said 1-0. I do think that Ayub will, of course, find a goal on his return. I think that Chiquinho will continue his goal scoring and goal contribution streak. And I think that half because of the meme, half because I actually think it's going to happen, I think that Orta will get the third.
I'm so tired of Orta scoring against us. I'm tired. I don't want to say play against us ever again. Anyways, what is your scorer for our goal? Because you said 1-3.
Did you ask who I think will score from you?
Yes.
Probably like an Eliasson.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely. I was I was waiting for you to say like a Piero, and I would be like, nah.
Nah, that would
Nah.
be. Can't even say that as a joke.
Look, if we lose 1-3, but Piero scores, I'll take it. I'll take it. If we lose 1-3, but Piero scores, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's the mentality that we've been talking about also.
I'll take the small victories.
Yeah, that's fair. That's honestly fair. Do you want to go on with your 11?
Okay, my 11. My 11 is it's not the 11 I want, but it's the 11 that I think Matthias will choose. So I'll go ahead and say just that. Strakosia will be the goalkeeper. I think that after we saw Brignoli on the league, I think that he swapped them up, and now we have Strakosia on the cup and Brignoli on the league. So we'll see Strakosia. I hope that's the only thing I say that I want because I don't know who will Almeida play as a left back. So I'll say what I want, and I want Pilios to play as a left back. I want to see this kid so bad. I don't know why he doesn't play him. I'm so mad. Anyway, for the two center backs, I think we'll see Mukudi and Mitolu again. Maybe like to target the set pieces, both very strong, very tall athletes. They are good with their head. They can score a header. Now to the right, I think he'll go for a Dubajo. Rota is not in a good mood. He's not playing very good. He's a bit unstable. I don't think he'll start him. Now for this for the midfield. For the midfield, it's kind of weird. I think he'll go for Szymanski. I think he'll rest Johnson a bit. He needs him more for Sunday. The match for Sunday is more important. I think we'll see Madalos again, but not as long as we saw him in the last game with PAOK. Then for the wingers, I think we'll see Eliasson and Koita probably, because I think that Koita needs to get some play time. Obviously, I don't know why he doesn't play him more. And Eliasson didn't play in the last match, so he will for sure play in the cup. And now we'll see Piero up front, of course, because Ike doesn't have another striker. Oh my god, Levi. Levi, why did you leave us at that point of time? Anyways. And as a 10 behind Piero, I think we'll probably see Lamela again, like we saw on the last match with PAOK. There is a slight chance we might see Fernandes in the 10. I don't know what he'll choose. In my opinion, I think it's better to start Fernandes. I think he's a more versatile player for this kind of defense, for Olympiacos defense. But we'll see. That is my starting 11.
Fair enough. It's a mix, as you said, of what you think and what you want.
Yeah.
For me, I'll follow your lead before revealing the jersey that I finally got open.
You unpacked it. I need to see it. I don't know what I ordered.
I'll reveal it because it may have interrupted the show, but it's one of the best interruptions ever.
It's with the 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got the right one.
I think Paschalakis is gonna start, but I would say that I would want Anagnostopoulos to be under the sticks, given, as I said, it's the most perfect chance for people that don't usually play to get a game. Down the right, it will probably be Costinha. As a centre back pairing, I would want to see either Biancon and Pirola or Biancon and Carmo. I think it will be Biancon and Carmo for Carmo to get it going as well after coming back from Angola. Bruno will probably start, but again, I wouldn't mind starting Galafakis. At the midfield, I don't think Loli starts, but I would want to see him start. I think it will be either Ese and Garcia or Mozakic and Garcia. At the 10, I'd start Horta, but it may very well be Chiquinho, but I'd still start Horta. Down the left, down the right, it will probably be Palma down the left and maybe Gelson down the right or Costulas, one of the two, and it will probably be interchangeable with Chiquinho if he starts at the 10. And up top, of course, if it's not Costulas up top and someone else down the right, up top, I will probably start Ayoub El Kabi to get him some minutes. I think that's about my starting 11. And to reveal the best interruption ever, this is it. And it looks amazing, honestly.
It looks so nice.
It looks great. It honestly
Oh,
looks
it's
great. And
so
of course,
nice.
it's one of the two. as the football jersey will be a bit late, but it's more than worth the wait. It's amazing, honestly. And I think it's the most positive way to end the show, unless you want to talk about something else.
First of all, the jersey is the late birthday gift. So yes,
Still the
it's a bit
best.
late, but it came.
Still the best birthday gift.
Uh, the comment I have to make is that Kostulas can't play because he has studying to do for school. He can't just come and terrorize my team. He has to focus on his career path outside football, I mean, and focus on studying. So yes, that's all I think I have to say. Fingers crossed we win today. We really need this victory. It's so rough. This patch is so rough. I can't comprehend it. So yes, fingers crossed, and we will see.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you not hear me? Because I can't hear you. The beauty of live shows, everyone. But it's okay. It happens.
You can. Okay. It's
Yes,
just
I can.
very
Yes.
laggy.
Okay. Okay. Um, what did I
Hmm?
want to say? I wanted to say about what we were talking the other day about how Olympiacos went through a rough patch with the changes of coaches in like the 2022-23 season when I won the double, and now that Olympiacos will most certainly win the double, I think it's going through a rough patch. So yeah, a bit ironic. I don't know. We'll see. I think you are muted. I'm pretty sure at least. Because I can't hear you. But yes, isn't it ironic that this happens? Like, it really proves the point that football is football. One day you can be at the top, one day you can be at the bottom. No one knows when it comes to ball. Times changes, other people come on top, other people fall down. So yes, maybe it will be a repetition of what happened after 2018. So yes, okay. My boyfriend left. I'm alone again. um, because like in 2018, AEK won, then PAOK won, then Olympiacos won on a streak. Now AEK won the double. PAOK won the league last year, and now Olympiacos will win it this year. Oh my God, this year of course. So maybe he'll have a streak again, and then AEK will win again. Who knows? Not me for certain. We'll just have to wait and see. Now I need to think of what I'll say until the main host. Okay, he's back. Okay. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Honestly, not the issues that I necessarily expected.
What were these?
Wait.
Yes.
Now I can hear you, I think.
What were the issues? What happened?
But yeah, not the issues I necessarily did expect.
Okay.
A jersey does that, I suppose. Let me do something.
Jersey ruined the flow of the show, but it was the best. How can I say? The best bit of
Apologies to
interaction
everyone
ever.
as well for my many issues.
It's okay. Okay, I'm alone again. So yes, I am excited, I think, for today. I don't know. I'm always excited when football plays. When Ike is playing. So I just have to hope for the best performance we can have. I don't want us like to lose
You
or
have
win hands
massively
down.
carried this show.
I try to talk, okay?
So yeah, I can't hear you, just so you know.
You
But that's
can.
probably on my
You can't.
end.
You can't
I
hear
doubt
me.
that it is on yours.
Hello?
So
Hello?
I
Can you
will
not?
end it
Okay.
slowly.
Okay. That was
If
fun.
that's okay, do type if that's okay because I can't hear you at all.
How can I type? Ah, okay. I know how I can type.
Okay, thank God. But yeah, apologies for a chaotic filled show, and you can find anything you want down below on my end, and I'll see you all later. Thank you.